My name is Lisa, and I'm a housewife living with my husband's family. My husband Aki's family runs a farm, and we live with his parents as a family of four. Having no experience in farming, my days have been very busy since I got married. Good morning, Mother.
How long do you plan to sleep? Go and plow the field right now.
I'm sorry. I'll get right on it. I was made to work in the fields from early morning every day. Even if I tried to wake up before my mother-in-law, she was always up first. As soon as I woke up, I got scolded, and after finishing the field work and returning home, it was.
Lisa, how long does it take you to plow the field? Stop dawdling and get breakfast ready quickly. All the housework here is the daughter-in-law's job. Don't make me repeat myself.
Yes.
Oh, and don't forget to water the fields and weed after breakfast. Okay. After that, prepare for today's harvest and shipping. Don't forget.
Yes. I understand. Every day was like this, and I felt more like a handywoman than a housewife. I was not only responsible for housework but also all the fieldwork and related tasks, which was honestly overwhelming. Even on my days off, I was sent to run errands, with no time to relax before the day ended. Without any time to rest, just thinking about starting another day in the fields made me feel depressed. When I consulted Aki, as my body couldn't keep up. That's how it is, so I'd like to have a little time for myself.
That's just how it is for farm wives everywhere. You'll get used to it soon, Lisa.
No, it's not about getting used to it.
I went through the same thing until I got used to it. Don't worry so much.
Aki wouldn't listen to me at all and didn't understand my concerns. Until you get used to it, he said, but Aki never helped with the field work. Naturally, he didn't help with the housework either, so I was doing almost everything by myself. A while later, when the end of the year came.
I'm home. Oh, Minami, welcome back. I've been waiting for you. How have you been?
Here, let me take your luggage. I'll put it in your room.
Thanks, Dad. The train was unnecessarily crowded and it wore me out.
It's the end of the year, after all. With schools on break, it's even more crowded.
Hey, sis, welcome back. Did you bring me a souvenir?
I'm not coming back from a trip, so why would I have a souvenir? Keys.
Welcome back, Minami. It's been a while.
Oh, it's Lisa. You are still living here. You are so unnoticeable, I didn't even realize you were with everyone.
Oh, really? This person is Aki's sister, Minami. At the end of the year, Minami joins us, and the whole family gathers at my in-laws' house. Everyone treats me like a maid, making all sorts of demands. As a result, the end of the year is filled with various preparations, making me dizzyingly busy. One day.
Hey, Maid. Could you hurry up and make some food? I'm so bored and hungry, so make something delicious.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit tied up at the moment. Minami, if you're free, could you help me out a bit?
Why should I have to help with that? I'm here visiting for the holidays, so don't make me do anything.
But it's not that difficult. It's just that there's a lot to do.
Why should I help? The housework here is your job, Lisa.
But.
That's because you're useless, Lisa.
That's not a lot at all. You've been here for half a year and haven't improved at all.
Even if you say that.
You really married a useless wife. Afi is just weak for cute girls.
I wonder if he was just fooled by her looks.
Aki is young, so it's understandable he doesn't have the sense to judge women properly.
And get this, Lisa tried to get me to help her, even though I'm home for the holidays. Can you believe she tried to make me do her job?
But that's.
Honestly, how did you turn out like this?
You are right, Mother. I'd like to see her parents.
They were at the wedding, right? They say children mirror their parents. I bet her parents are just as lazy and useless as she is.
When they started criticizing my family, I couldn't take it anymore and stormed out of the house. But outside, surrounded by fields, I quickly realized I had no wallet or anything with me. As I looked around at the familiar scenery to calm myself, I encountered some people. After talking with them, I came up with a plan and went back home to start preparing right away. Finally, New Year's Eve arrived.
Lisa, what have you been doing? What about the year-end preparations?
Are you preparing the New Year's soba? Hurry up if you are.
No, I'm packing my things, as you can see. Since it's the end of the year, I thought I'd go back to my parents' house and relax for a while.
What? Lisa, you're abandoning the housework to go home for the holidays.
Who gave you permission for that? Wait, what's with the luggage?
It's the New Year's food for my family. I worked hard to make it so we could all enjoy it.
Isn't that supposed to be for us?
If you take that, we won't have any left for ourselves.
I've prepared your New Year's food and left it on the table.
Oh, so you did. Wait, what's this?
What? It's just fish cakes.
I couldn't fit everything into the box for my family, so I put the rest here. It's all cut and ready, so feel free to enjoy it.
Don't joke with us. You married into this family. How can you think about leisurely going home for the holidays?
Exactly. If the neighbors find out, it'll be a disgrace to our family. We've been farming here for generations. We can't lose face like this.
Don't worry about that. I've already informed the neighbors. Well then, I'm off to my parents' house.
Wait, Lisa, hold on.
What did you tell the neighbors? Hey, Lisa.
Everyone, have a great new year. With that, I left the bickering in-laws, Aki and Minami behind and returned to my parents' house. Aki called me multiple times, but I ignored all the calls. For the first time in years, I had a fun and relaxing new year at my parents' house. A few days after the New Year holidays, I returned to my in-laws' house. I'm back. I had a super fun new year. Huh? Everyone, you look a bit pale. Is something wrong?
Because you left, Lisa, we had a terrible time.
That's right. There was nothing to eat. We were starving and couldn't do anything.
Nothing to eat? Minami could have cooked, right? There are preserved foods in the storage room, so you could have eaten those, right?
My sister can't cook. The only one who can cook here is Mom.
Then why didn't you ask Mom to cook?
Are you kidding? Mom's cooking was absolutely terrible. It was inedible, and the preserved foods were already gone.
Well, you did push all the housework onto me. So it's no wonder you can't cook anymore, but it can't be helped.
Shut up. I'm disappointed in you, Lisa. A farm wife going home for the holidays.
What about Minami? She's married too, isn't she?
Minami married someone from the city. The circumstances are completely different over there, so it's not a problem for Minami to come home.
The problem is that Minami is disliked.
What? Minami is what?
I said she's disliked. She has a strong attitude and no humility.
Unlike you, Lisa, I get along well with my in-laws. As proof, they don't say anything to me at all.
That's because if they say one thing, you respond with 10 or 20 things. They find you troublesome. That's why they don't say anything, or rather, they avoid you. That's why you don't hear from them. When I talked about how Minami is perceived by her in-laws, my parents-in-law.
Don't be ridiculous. As a daughter-in-law, you have no right to criticize Minami.
I'm not being ridiculous. Father, don't you ever say anything to Mother?
Say anything. What do you mean?
I always thought if you had complaints, you should tell Mother, but... Oh, but you always get talked down and henpecked, so I guess that's impossible.
That's not true, because I hold the authority in this house. I make all the decisions here, so I'm not henpecked at all.
Cut it out, Lisa. What are you saying to your family?
I thought I'd say it now because soon we won't be family anymore.
Ha! What do you mean?
I'm divorcing you and going back to my parents' house. I'm tired of being treated like a maid and a farm wife.
Why are you talking about divorce?
Why? It's exactly that kind of attitude I can't stand. Knowing how I've been living and not understanding why I want a divorce. The thought of staying married to you for the rest of my life gives me chills.
Lisa, I won't allow you to get a divorce.
Lisa, you're here to do housework and farm work, so listen to what our parents say.
You are a farm wife. I told you this is what it means to be a farm wife. Stop being selfish and go back to the fields now that you're back.
We saved the work for you while you were gone.
You guys are really the worst.
I can't believe this. Seriously, this kind of life is unbelievable.
My in-laws, Aki and Minami, continued to impose their self-centered views on me. Then, my saviors arrived.
Oh my. Me and Noah. Why are our neighbors here?
We're having a family meeting right now. If you have business, please come another time.
Family meeting. We're here because we heard about Lisa's situation and rushed over.
Everyone in the neighborhood knows what you all have been up to. It's a huge topic.
We're a topic of conversation.
That's just me and Noah joking, right? I talked to Jen from the agricultural co-op yesterday, and we had a normal conversation.
Jan is a businessman, so he was just being polite. Everyone knows the truth.
We know how you've been treating Lisa, making her do all the housework and field work.
Isn't that just a misunderstanding?
There's no use trying to deny it. We've confirmed everything with eyewitness accounts matching Lisa's story.
Confirmed. Lisa, did you spread your side of the story to our neighbors?
I only told the truth.
Isn't that just how it is for daughters-in-law?
Is being treated like a maid by even the occasionally visiting Minami what it means to be a daughter-in-law?
Whatever the situation, it's none of your business, so stay out of it.
Stay out of it, huh?
Whether it's to blow off steam or whatever, making up stories is pretty low, don't you think?
I just told them what happened here. I didn't need to make anything up.
Why would you tell our neighbors about our family?
If you're getting this angry over it, it means you know you're in the wrong, right? I had shared with my close neighbors about my situation at my in-laws' house. When Mia and Noah confronted my in-laws about the mistreatment.
Do you really want to paint me as the villain?
Making Lisa do all the early morning field work and house chores is terrible.
Farmers start their day early. You two should know that.
Then you, old man, should do it since you're not busy.
I have many things to do.
Like watching morning TV horoscopes and today's dogs. And Aki, why don't you help out with the field work sometimes?
I'm busy with many things too.
Like lining up at the pachinko parlor by the station and staying there all day.
What? How do you know that?
The owner of the pachinko parlor is a regular at our place. Don't underestimate the local business network.
I don't know what Lisa told you, but we get along just fine.
Don't be ridiculous. Stop talking nonsense while you're awake.
It's quite rude to call it nonsense.
We've been recording your conversation the whole time.
Recording.
To prove that Lisa isn't lying, we'll let everyone hear it.
This whole area is full of family-oriented people, so be prepared.
If that happens, our reputation will be ruined.
Mother, you just said, we get along just fine, right? So, if people hear it, they'll just know we're a happy family, right? Mia and Noah had recorded the conversation, creating evidence. As soon as my in-laws, Aki, and Minami realized this, they all looked panicked.
Please, don't do that. That would be a huge problem.
Lisa, make them delete that recording.
Absolutely not. I've already decided to cut ties with you all. No matter how much trouble you're in, it has nothing to do with me.
Cut ties, but you'll still stay married to me, right?
She's divorcing you. What kind of situation is that? Cutting ties but staying married.
Mia's right. I'm divorcing you and demanding alimony.
Oh wow, Mom, Dad, and Aki are in trouble. Thankfully, it doesn't involve me, so I'm not worried.
You're not getting along with your husband either. It's only a matter of time, isn't it?
That's not true.
Then why are you still here after the New Year's holiday?
Well, that's...
It's strange to be lounging around when you have work, isn't it?
Lisa, the recording and the divorce would be too much. We need someone to do the farm work.
Aki is there, and maybe Minami can help too?
Aki and Minami are useless. Please, stay as our daughter-in-law.
We won't mistreat you anymore. And we'll do the morning field work ourselves.
I'll also start working seriously on the farm from now on.
It's too late to come crying now.
You should try to regain trust on your own, if you can.
Lisa, please don't leave.
Please, Lisa, we can't live here if everyone hates us.
That's your own fault. Now you'll experience what you put me through. Work together as a family and do your best. I divorced Aki and demanded alimony for the way I had been treated. Around the same time, Minami was also divorced by her husband and returned to her parents' house. My in-laws and Aki lost all trust from the neighbors. No one would buy their farm produce anymore, and their income dropped to zero. Everywhere they went, they were met with glares and whispers behind their backs. Unable to bear this life, they moved to a distant town. As for me,
Wow, this place is amazing.
yes. It's such a lovely old house, and the rent is super cheap.
And it's convenient since there are big shopping centers just a short drive away.
I thought you'd go back to your hometown, so I'm glad you stayed.
The people here are so kind, and it's a great place to live, so I decided to stay.
All right, let's celebrate your new start at Jen's place.
I'll go invite everyone. Here's to Lisa's bright future.
After the divorce, I chose to stay in this town. The atmosphere here is so fitting for me that it quickly blew away all the unpleasant memories. I also felt a bit sad about leaving the neighbors I had grown close to. When I talked to my parents, they surprisingly gave me positive feedback, and eventually, we decided to live together. Through a former colleague's introduction, I luckily found a remote job, and my life started to go smoothly. Once I divorced, things began to improve. By cutting off unnecessary ties, I was blessed with many wonderful new connections. I decided to cherish these connections and strive to be someone who is sincere to everyone. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.